The following program, The Russ Belville Show, is intended for responsible adults only. We advocate to the repeal of marijuana prohibition for adults. We discuss the science, culture, and controversy about America's marijuana laws. We do not advocate any illegal activity and encourage all listeners to learn their state and federal marijuana laws. Opinions and claims made by guests and advertisers on The Russ Belville Show are their own, and The Russ Belville Show cannot be held legally responsible for their validity or reliability. Viewer discretion is advised.
You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it, and it goes down smooth. Hey!
Spanning the continent to bring you the truth about cannabis and marijuana law reform.
I smoke pot and I like it a lot.
From the promise of legalization.
And I think that we need to rethink and decriminalize our marijuana laws.
To the agony of prohibition.
One major responsibility is to encourage people to use less drugs.
The Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation. Brought to you by the National Cannabis Coalition.
Yeah, I hear you had a question for me.
Now, here's your host, Radical Russ Belville.
Hello, good day. Check 1, 2, tokers and tokettes. How you doing out there? Radical Russ Belville. We're having some troubles with the mics. We literally got in here half an hour ago. Give me a second. Are we on this one? There we go. All right. Good job, Brian. This is Radical Russ coming to you live and direct from Rolla J Studios, where we are back from Seattle Hempfest. Yeah. There we go, repping yes on I-502. That's right, we are pro-legalization here at the Russ Belville Show, and just got off the road from our drive from Seattle. Big thanks going out to Herb and Herb Thrasher, his good pal up there who helped us out with Roscoe. Thanks for all that help. All the folks at Normal, Keith Stropp, who helped us out while we were there. Of course, National Cannabis Coalition for sponsoring our trip out there. All this week, we're going to be bringing you highlights from Seattle Hempfest. I've got so many speeches, backstage conversations with people like Jody Emery and Tanya Davis and Keith Stropp and Rick Steve. So it's going to be a jam-packed week this week. Plenty of stuff to get to. But before we get to all of it, we're kind of running things, as you can see, on the fly today. We're going to go to our engineer over here working today. We got Brian the Red hanging out. How you doing, Brian?
We are live and direct now that we've got a couple of wires figured out.
Well, we weren't kidding. We're in here scrambling, plugging stuff in.
He didn't even want me to bring in the extra mic cords. I said, I'm the engineer. I'm bringing this crap in. Okay.
Our guest here today, by the way, Cannabis Carrie won't be with us. She's on her way up to Grastoria with Ganja John and Wiz Kaliko. They're all part of that same caravan, so they're not going to be in the studio today. But we have special guests in the studio here today. You know them, you love them, you can't get enough of them. It's Big Daddy Fank from the Funky Roller Rink is in studio today. How you doing, Timmy?
Doing good, Russ.
That's what we're getting. And you got to see over his shoulder, we've also got Georgia Mom for Marijuana in the house today, and her lovely husband hanging out as well, Sharon and Mark. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Sharon can't believe the freedom that we have up here in the Pacific Northwest. We are going to bring you all sorts of highlights from Seattle Hempfest, and then in hour two, we'll continue the conversation. We'll get some reactions from our southern guests here, all the way from Georgia, on what they think of the opposite corner of the United States. Coming up in our 20 after break, of course, today is Roots Monday, so I've got some live backstage coverage of Human from Human Revolution doing his cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller, except it's a parody tune called Tremors. You're going to love it. It's from the main stage. Great shot with Human out there. Also on today's show, we're going to bring you my speeches from Seattle Hempfest. I did one on McWilliams stage on Friday. I did one on Sealy stage on Sunday. We're both of those to you on today's show. When we get into hour 2, we're going to bring you a speech from Pete Holmes, the city attorney from Seattle, plus some other video coverage from Seattle Hempfest. Like I said, all week long, we're going to be covering Seattle Hempfest. And then also we've got our Daily Cannabis Chronicle in the news. We'll cover the controversy from Seattle Hempfest. We'll talk a little bit about that Denver advertising ban. And here in Oregon, the National Cannabis Coalition has their sights set on another political target. Whew! It's been a hell of a weekend. We'll be right back. Stick around.
It's simply business. It's simply business. It's simply business. You know why they won't let us grow. It's simply business.
We'll be right back after these messages from our 420 friendly sponsors. Support these advertisers because their ad money goes straight to the Russ Belville Show. You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation. Brought to you by the National Cannabis Coalition.
It's simply business. It's simply business. It's simply business. You know why they won't let us grow. It's simply business.